All right. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I do think I sound better today, so that's good. That's good. But anyways, today's video we will have heavy spoilers, big, huge spoilers. So go read the series first. We're gonna be talking about the ending for Oshi No, because today my recording, it's the 13th of November, so last chapter officially came out today. I read it this morning, and my thoughts are I think I'm in majority of the thinking with, well, let's get started. My thoughts is that it was not a good ending. It wasn't horrendous. Some people might over exaggerate and say it's the worst, but it's genuinely, I believe it is a bad ending. I think the ending itself is it would be a good ending. It's a good ending if it was put somewhere else, but the way it ended, like the last act, like the ending with like the whole last act, it's horrendous. It's utter trash. It's just, I guess it just confirms my original thought when I saw the leaks last week on how it's like literally the next day after the second to last chapter came out, the leaks for the final chapter came out. And I'm like, man, that's such a fucking shitty cop-out ending. And I guess, with hindsight now, knowing that the author is working on a new manga already, or he's gonna start working on the new manga next year, the way this thing ended, my original thought, I tweeted on someone's comment, I said, I just felt like the author just wanted a cop out, and this was probably the easiest cop out where like he could just end it, and it's like, sure, it's gonna be bad, but it's like not gonna be good either. So I guess this just confirms my thoughts that he ended this with the full intention, just ending it there, because he just didn't know where else to take it, because there's still so much more to take it. Like, another point of mine is that the way it ends, we are left without a conclusion to Akane, without a conclusion to Kana. The only conclusion we got was for Ruby, and that's only that she keeps going on to be an idol, but we are completely left out of Kana's conclusion. Just we only got to see a little bit of her thoughts here and there. On the ending, we just know she's sad, but like nothing ever, like, I feel like all these characters got introduced, they got all this development, and then you just fucking rip the paper and say, yeah, that's it. I feel like that's what happened. To be honest, I feel like that's what happened. Like, you write all these characters, just such good characters, good interactions, sick interactions, interesting interactions between everyone, and at the center of it all is Aqua. So once you take Aqua out, you're pretty much ripping the paper and leaving it to where they are. Especially Akane and Aqua, oh man, dude, she was willing to die for him. She was willing to kill with him, for him, because she genuinely liked him. She genuinely loved him. What dude, it's so stupid. Oh my god, Kana has always liked you. She's always admired you. She just assumed it pretty much, but she always had feelings for Aqua, and then you just go and end it like this, and we don't get any resolve for her. She just goes on to live a happy life, I guess, just with the memory of being sad and losing the one person she loved the most. Ruby, man, at least we get to see that she kind of came to terms with it, even if that means that she has to lie her whole life trying to fake the happiness by losing her mom and her brother, which we could interpret that he when he was a doctor, she might have liked him. I do remember there was a scene, she asked, if she got out of the hospital and then everything was okay, if the doctor would marry her. So I guess there was, that development of feelings that happened back then. And then when she figured out that, Aqua was the doctor in their past lives, maybe that sparked something. And, that's a whole other controversy things, which I personally don't care. It's whatever. That ending would have probably been a shit ton better than what we got here, because we would have had at least more something. We would have had something, more reasonable, I guess. Which, now that I think about it, it's probably a bad ending too. But it's just, man, dude, you have all this write up and then you just fucking end it like that, bro. You just rip the page out and you say, you know what? I think this is where I ended. This is where it stops. It's crazy because this is also, I mean, oh man, like I said, everything else was so good. Like all the characters were good. It's just that final arc. And like I said, maybe that this ending would have been good. You know, could have had the same ending, but you know, if we had maybe a more proper, you know, final act, like final act where, you know, we kind of see, you know, the characters, you know, kind of just resolve things, because we don't really get that. We don't get a resolution for any of the other characters aside from their final thoughts, like the couple days after, you know, he's gone, and just a funeral. And that's it. And then we got a time skip. It feels like a time skip, bro. Like there's no way that wasn't a time skip. I feel like that was definitely a couple months time skip. It's unfortunate, man. I don't know. Overall, I still give the series like a 6.5 out of 10. If it had a better ending, or even with that same ending, but you know, maybe a more, you know, kind of genuine, more, you know, interesting final act that, you know, kind of mellowed out towards the ending, it probably could have been like an 8. But I feel like, you know, the way it kind of felt, kind of just abrupt, it definitely dumped it down. It's not completely bad because everything else before that is so good. You have all these characters and, you know, all these interactions and these goals that need to be done, so it's cool. All this drama and everything, and all the, like, it's cool. But with that ending, it fucking dumbed it down. So those were just my final thoughts. I did have all day to think about it, and you know, it was, what can I say, man? It's the leaks were good, bro. The leaks were right, and you know, I was just waiting for it because I want to see maybe there was more writing. But like half of the chapter was like, no, there was no writing. There was just images, and there was not a lot of like movement in those images. So yeah, huge bummer. But oh well. Who knows if his next manga will be good? It'll be good, and then it's gonna give us another shit ending probably. But oh well, we'll just leave it at that. We'll see how, you know, how things go out. But without further ado, that was just my thoughts on the ending of Oshi No, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.